So, I just had the craziest idea. I'm talking about something that I didn't even like until last night. It clicked last night. This idea. What if Disney bought the Spider-Man cinematic rights back from Sony? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, wait a minute, Venom. No. They, first of all, or maybe actually, I'm going to be honest with you. Probably you're not thinking that. You're probably going, okay. So I'm going to go with you're going, okay, because I don't think it's something where people would go, whoa! But if you did go that, I mean, there are a couple reasons why you would. Number one, that's probably going to be billions of dollars. Spider-Man is a huge property. I'm talking about this man makes so much money. I'm talking about make bread, all right? Disney making bread off of Spider-Man's merchandise, and Sony just had the biggest film ever that they've ever had. At least they've never had a film bigger than Spider-Man Far From Home, making over $1 billion in the box office, and it just got re-released with a 7-minute scene added. What's up with that? First of all, what's up with these re-releasing of movies? Avengers Endgame did it, now this doing it. What's up with this DLC for films? I don't want it. I'm good. And y'all about to make me I'm not about to go to movies no more. I'm not about to go to the movies no more. But let's bring it back. Why? Why would Disney buy Spider-Man cinematic rights from Sony? This is what's interesting to me. So I'm thinking about the timeline of how everything played out, right? The Marvel Cinematic Universe, the stepping stones, the building blocks to Endgame. Endgame being the end of where we were and us beginning to go somewhere else. Far From Home was the first film to jumpstart the new phase or to end the last phase, but it's the first film that took place after Endgame, and it set up Spider-Man to be the head honcho, the top of the universe. Now, this is what is interesting to me. What's so interesting is that Disney, they set up this character that they don't own to be the headliner, to be the face of the brand, but they don't own the character. You don't own the cinematic rights to this character. And what's even crazier is that they know that Sony got some financial issues going on. That Spider-Man is Sony's last hope. Okay, it's not their last hope, but it is. Listen, okay? Sony, Spider-Man, all right? And so, this is what I've been trying to figure out. You do this deal with Sony. The deal is like, yo, we get 5% or whatever, but you make the Spider-Man movies, you pay for them. We'll create them and you get the final say or whatever. And after the 5 films, then we'll renegotiate. But business wise, you should know that Sony ain't gonna wanna they not gonna want to give up a bigger slice of the pie. However, what could be going on is because Sony's character has been set up to be this, in the universe, Sony is like, yo, listen, you gotta play ball. And if you don't play ball, then it's your universe. It's your self that's on the line because you set up this character that you don't own. So this is what I've been thinking about, because Kevin Feige in interviews and for bonus content for some of the movies that he's worked on with Spider-Man in them, I'm talking about the MCU films, he's said Spider-Man is the greatest superhero of all time. He has a deep appreciation for this character. Why would they then set up this character that they don't own the cinematic rights to as the face of their franchise? Because this is a franchise. This is a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and they set this character to be the face of the franchise. Why would you do that, though? This is what I've been thinking about. One of the biggest things, along with everything that I've already said, along with Kevin Feige, along with the fact that they set this character to be the face of their franchise. But now they have an amusement park. I think it's Disneyland or Disney World. I believe it's Disneyland. And there's an Avengers-like facility, an Avengers part of the park. And they have a Spider-Man ride. This is not a Spider-Man and Friends ride like Spider-Man with the other Avengers. No, this is a ride dedicated solely to Spider-Man. And I'm just looking at it going, but you don't own the cinematic rights to the character. So like, if you have this ride, that's going to be like advertising Sony's films. These films that ultimately could hurt your franchise, because Tom Holland, who was the Spider-Man that was within your franchise, will no longer be in your franchise. He'll be in Sony's franchise, and that could potentially harm your franchise. Say Sony, just like, for example, the rumor that came up for Venom. Tom Holland had shot a scene for Venom. Oh my goodness. But Marvel saw it and was like, yo, let's get you out of there, because he can't be in there, because within their contract it said that Spider-Man or Peter Parker could not appear in a film that's within this deal that Marvel and Sony have. Spider-Man can't appear in no film that ain't within this deal. So they were going to put Tom Holland, rumors. Now, I don't know if I don't really know whether or not this is true. It could be true. It may not be true. It probably is true. Regardless, it goes in with what I'm saying. They put Tom Holland. Sony said, you know what? You saying we can't have Peter Parker / Spider-Man, but we can have Tom Holland. Now, Amy Pascal, she said in the interviews that Venom will be adjunct. It'll be adjacent to the current Spider-Man, but it'll be within the same world, because they wanted Sony. This is what I was saying a while ago. Sony wants the audience to believe that Venom and all these other films are connected to the MCU. Now, this is a huge issue, because this could potentially hurt the brand of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Imagine Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland. Different story, but same actor, same actors, But the audience, they go, oh, that's the next Spider-Man. Last time, Tony Stark gave him some glasses. I wonder what's happening next. How are they going to continue the MCU? But it ain't a part of the MCU. And what if the movie is trash? Then now look at what you did. Now people believe this Spider-Man MCU movie was trash, and it hurts the MCU. Same thing with Venom. Same thing with Morbius. Same thing with Silver Sable and Black Cat. Same thing with all of it. It could potentially hurt their franchise. And with you putting this character in your amusement park, putting this character, setting him up to be the face of the universe, and then him being pulled out, it could hurt your franchise. So, what if Disney goes, you know what? Okay, so Spider-Verse made $1 billion. All right, that made $1 billion. Spider-Verse made some money. It didn't really make $1 billion. Far From Home made $1 billion. But Spider-Verse also got an Oscar. And what if we factor out everything? What if we look at the books, okay? And what if they come to the conclusion that they will make more money? They'll make the money back that they would have to spend to get the Spider-Man cinematic rights. They'll make that money back and more if they were to purchase the cinematic rights. Sony also, it seems like that could be where they're going, because I'm just thinking about the entire framework of all of this, how there's this deal set up. Sony they have these plans. The deal falls through. Sony didn't really, they wanted to, because I'm sure it would benefit Sony for the deal to take place. And Sony knows that it benefits them, but they don't want to relinquish creative control or relinquish the control to Disney and allow them to make all this money off of something that they own. And Disney already has the merchandising rights and the television rights. They have all of these other things. Sony gets a little piece of the pie when they bought it fair and square. Absolutely not. That ain't no good business. That's why Sony walked their ad away. Because there's some good business, okay? So what if, though, a part of that good business, Sony is like, you know what? Hey, how about this? All right. Why don't you just purchase them? But then what's the problem with that? Guess what? I think the Spider-Man property is valued somewhere around $20 billion. That is a lot of money. And I don't know if Marvel / Disney would pay that amount. I think they would they would pay something lower, but I do think it's in their best interest to purchase the Spider-Man cinematic rights because it could potentially hurt their brand. And Kevin Feige knows this, and I'm sure Bob Iger knows. They all know this. There have been conversations already had about this. I'm 100% sure, and I think where we're going is that Disney might purchase the cinematic rights of Spider-Man, and it makes sense, dog. It makes a lot of sense the way it's being set up. I just think Disney, they've already been going on purchasing sprees. They already, they have their Disney Plus service. It's an investment to a degree. It's an investment to get, they finally would have almost all of their characters under the umbrella. Like, I think they want that. I think they want to have control over all of their property. So they like, Sony, guess what? Give me my ish back. And I don't know. It's just, that's the way it's looking. And the way I live my life, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, the damn thing ain't no chicken. You know what I'm saying? So what, it's a rabbit? No, come on. So that's what I'm beginning to see this. And when I think about Venom, I think about when they first revealed the Venom trailer, I talked about, it looked like Sony was trying to, I got the vibes like, of them wanting to be bought, but it seems more like almost like a dig, like Sony, we're going to make our own universe. And Marvel, that ain't good for Marvel. No, they just got X-Men, Fantastic Four back. If Marvel, I think it's very much possible that Disney, as they've been buying a whole bunch of stuff back after they finally got their X-Men and Fantastic Four back, and now the only character that's outside is Spider-Man, and that's the biggest character. And now with Disney Plus and all these other things going on, they need content. If they were to purchase the cinematic Spider-Man rights, like they would get all the Spider-Man films. They could put them on Disney Plus, have Marvel, all things Marvel on Disney Plus. I'm just saying, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, the dang thing ain't no dog. I said duck. Whatever. If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it ain't no dog. I'm just saying. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Am I making sense? I may be crazy. You may be like, but Venom. But why would Sony sell it? Because money, dog. Money. Money, bro. Money. If they can get $20 billion, like, here, just take them. Just take it. Give us our character back. Because Disney, yes, that would be a lot of money, but ultimately it's an investment. It would all, because what they're setting up, they're trying to get it right. So I think possibly, let's see what happens. I don't know, but I don't know if Marvel wants Sony to do their own universe with their character and the actor that they had playing their character. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But my guess right now is I think Disney, Bob Iger, I'm about to call up Tom Rothman and be like, hey, check your account. Give me my character. That's what I think about to happen. But let me know what y'all think. Comment section below. Let's have a conversation because I'm going to be down there. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know because I'm ready to go. Venom 2 million. Have a good one. Subscribe, like, Twitter, down there. Peace. Have a good one. Peace.